French parents don't do timeouts. They don't yell, and their kids actually listen. I had to try this for myself, so for 1 week I fully committed to French parenting to see if it really works. And let me tell you, some of it was brilliant, some of it a total disaster. Before we dive in, what's your biggest parenting challenge? Drop it in the comments. Let's see if French parenting has a solution for it. First, let's talk about what makes French parenting different from the UK or US. If you've ever read Bringing Up Bibi by Pamela Druckerman, you know French parents take a totally different approach. 1. Kids eat what adults eat. No separate kid meals. 2. Strict cadre, framework, freedom within clear limits. 3. No constant attention parenting. Kids play independently. And 4. Tantrums, not a thing, because they learn patience early. On paper it sounds amazing, right? Less chaos, more polite little human beings. But does it actually work in real life? I put it to the test, starting with mealtime. French parents don't make kid meals. They expect their children to eat what the adults eat. No chicken nuggets, no plain pasta, no just toast for dinner requests. So I tried it. Spoiler alert, my child was not impressed. Dinner that night was, let's just say, eventful. There were negotiations, pleading, and at one point dramatic sighing. But here's where things got interesting. By night 3, something amazing happened. They actually started trying new foods. Turns out if you don't give them another option, they get curious. Who knew? French parents also don't force kids to eat. There's no just one more bite rule. Instead, they trust that if the kid is hungry, they'll eat. So I had to unlearn years of parent guilt and just let it be. And guess what? Nobody's starved. Would you be able to commit to this? Drop a yes in the comments if you try it. Okay, so French parents have this weird superpower, no public tantrums. Their secret, it's all about teaching delayed gratification from an early age. Instead of saying no and moving on, I tried the French approach. You can have it later. That way they feel heard, but they also learn patience. Did it work perfectly? Not at first. There was resistance, doubt, possibly even a few dramatic floor flops. But by the end of the week, something clicked. My child started accepting later instead of demanding now. And I call that a win. Apparently, French kids are taught patience from toddlerhood. They wait before eating, they wait to speak, they even learn to wait for birthday presents instead of tearing into them. It's all about practice. Have you ever tried this method? Let me know in the comments. Does later work for your kids, or do they have the patience of a squirrel on caffeine? Here's a wild one. French parents don't hover over their kids. They actually expect them to entertain themselves. I didn't realize how often I'd jump in when my child says, "I'm bored." So for day 5, I banned myself from fixing boredom. No setting up activities, no jumping in to help every 10 seconds. At first, my child just stood there, staring at me, waiting for me to pull out the craft supplies like some kind of activity butler. But after about 15 minutes of wandering, something amazing happened. They started playing on their own. Apparently, if we stop entertaining them 24/7, they figure it out themselves. Who knew? French parents believe that boredom is actually good for kids. It helps them become creative, independent thinkers. What's your take? Should kids entertain themselves, or do you think parents should help? So, did I become a fully fledged French parent? Not quite, but here's what I'm keeping. No more separate kid meals. Sorry, fish fingers. Teaching patience instead of saying no all the time. Encouraging independent play instead of feeling guilty about it. The best part? My house has been way calmer. Less whining. Less meal battles. More je ne sais quoi, if you will. That said, some of this is hard. Breaking old habits isn't easy, and let's be real, not every kid is going to be on board with French elegance overnight. But I will say, I see why this works. So, tell me, would you try this? Drop her in the comments if you would, or let me know what parenting experiment I should try next. And of course, if you enjoyed this, Hit that subscribe button for more parenting experiments, tips, and chaos.